Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be ranking a bunch of bass lures in my personal opinion. Do not take any offense to this. I'm just trying to rate my own bass lures, like, you know what I mean? So without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, first up guys, we got the chatterbait. This chatterbait is automatically going S tier. I've caught so many fish on this spring. It's just 10 out of 10 lure. Next up, guys, we're gonna do the Texas rig. Texas rig is really fun to throw. I love setting hook on Texas rigs or flipping jigs, any of those. So one of my favorite lures by far, but catches big uns. But if you want to produce quality big small fish, not the best. So I'm gonna put it at A tier. Right, next up is the urchin, guys. I don't personally throw the urchin just because I'm not that good at it, but I've heard very good things of it. So we're gonna put it at low A tier. Okay. Next up, guys, we have the drop shot. The drop shot is very good for, it's a small and largemouth bass lure, by the way. So if you're wondering, like, that's not a largemouth lure, it's a smallmouth too. So we're gonna put that also, we're going to put that B tier. Produces a lot of small fish, but can produce a big one every once in a while. But at the same time, if you know what I mean, it's a pretty mid lure. Next up, guys, is the glide bait. You can catch tons of big fish in this. I've thrown them in the past. I've caught some big fish on them, but we're gonna put them middle A tier. Next up, guys, is the swim bait. I've caught so many monster smallies on swim baits on my local river too. So we're gonna put that high A tier. High A tier just because over the Texas rig, just because you can produce a lot of fish, big and small, smallies and largemouth, and like trailers too. They're good trailers for like everything. So we're gonna put that high A tier. Next up is the spinnerbait, another great lure, just like the chatterbait. Produces a lot of fish in the springtime and the fall time. I've caught so many fish on these, it's unbelievable. Low S tier. Next up, guys, we have the buzz bait. The buzz bait is a super underrated lure in my opinion. It does not get thrown enough. So we're gonna put this low A tier. It's very underrated and also produces some big fish. For those who throw buzz baits, keep doing that. It's a good lure. So next up, guys, without further ado, we're gonna skip ahead to, since we already did the Texas rig, we're gonna do the flipping jig. So flipping jig is super fun to throw in my opinion. So in this case, it's the VMC utility jig because that's my favorite jig to throw flipping. Just coincidentally, it's a VMC utility jig. But we're gonna put this high A tier. High A tier, just because, not S tier, just because S tier, in my opinion, is like absolutely produces so many big fish, big ones, quantity is just unbelievable. So we're gonna put that high A tier because it produces a lot of big fish. But if you want to look for a bunch of small fish, not the right lure. But personally, I like catching a lot of big fish, so probably you guys do too. But if you're looking for just tons of small ones, I would go something else. So next up, guys, we're gonna do the crankbait. Crankbait is really good for smallmouth in the spring and fall, and in the summer too. Maybe not the spring, or I'm not sure. But I don't throw crankbaits a lot personally, but I know it's a very good lure. I've thrown them in the past. I've caught some big fish on them. They're really fun to throw in my opinion. I love throwing crankbaits. I just like the feel of just having that intensity on the line all the time. So square bill, deep diver, shallow diver, scatter wrap, anything like that, we're gonna do that C tier, just because I know crankbaits produce a lot of good fish, but personally, in my opinion, I don't like to throw I like to throw crankbaits, but I don't catch a lot of fish on crankbaits. So next up, guys, we have the jerkbait. The jerkbait is really fun to throw in my opinion, so we're gonna put that mid A tier. I caught a lot of fish this spring. If you saw one of my videos, my first fishing video, I think it was, I was throwing a hothead X-Rat, and I caught a bunch of big smallies, so we're gonna put that mid A tier. Next up, guys, my favorite lure, not my favorite lure, but like one of my top 3-5 lures that I would throw is the Whopper Plopper. The Whopper Plopper is really good lure for smallmouth and largemouth. I've caught numerous largemouth and smallmouth on them, but we're gonna put this. We're gonna put this mid A tier, but below the Texas rig and jerkbait. We're actually gonna move the Koiki to middle of the jerkbait and Texas rig. Sorry about that. So next up is the popper. So this summer I was actually skipping poppers underneath laid down trees, and it was super fun. Just slow pauses, pop, slow pause, pop, slow pause. Really fun to throw. I was catching a lot of fish on them, but hate to do it. Low B tier. Doesn't produce enough fish for me personally, but if you guys like throwing poppers, keep doing it. I'm not telling you guys anything. Again, I'm not trying to be like mean or anything, you know what I mean? So next up, guys, we're gonna do the Ned rig. Ned rig is super good for smallies, small and big ones. I personally like throwing them because it's basically like a mooch minnow, like on a shaker head. You just keep jiggling it, reel like a bait fish feeding on the bottom, but a mooch minnow is like middle, and I like feeling like the rocks and stuff and feeling like a dink. So I'm gonna put it mid B tier. Produces a lot of fish in my opinion, but for me, too many small ones in my opinion. So next up is a spook. I never throw spooks, if I'd be that honest. I've heard some things about them, but haven't heard enough. So hate to do it, but D tier. Next up is the hair jig for smallmouth. Smallmouth is hair jigs. I kind of throw them, but I kind of don't. So I gotta put on a low C tier. Okay, next up, guys, I've caught numerous big fish on ripping wraps. I caught one on a 2-inch ripping wrap. It's like that big. 2-inch ripping wrap. I caught I think a 2.5 to 3 pounder. I don't remember the exact weight, but it was something like that. Smallmouth, really good lure. So we're gonna put that high B tier. So we gotta get some more action on blade baits. Blade baits are really underrated in my opinion, but it's super fun. I like reeling up, lifting up, and then feeling that. It's really cool. So I think I'm gonna put it. Produces some fish, but I think I'm gonna put it below the Ned rig, but above the popper. Okay, so the craw can be used. Next up is soft plastic craw, as I just told you. But anyway, it can be used for a lot of things. It can be used for trailers, Texas rig, jig head, Ned rig. It can be used for numerous things. So since it's used for numerous things and catches a lot of big fish, just even if it's on a jig or something, the jig, craw, whatever triggers them, I think the craw should go. A lot of you guys are gonna agree with me, but some of you guys aren't. Low S tier. One of my favorite lures to put on trailers, but the reason I didn't go above chatterbait, because chatterbait usually is a single lure with like a freeloader or something on a trailer, but in spinnerbait is also not on craw. You don't put on, well, you can, but I personally don't put them on chatterbaits or spinnerbaits, and I just produce more fish with chatterbaits and spinnerbaits. But two more left, guys. Next up, we're gonna do the jerk from Car City, soft plastic jerkbait, any type of jerkbait, not any type of soft plastic jerkbait. So we're gonna put this in. Good for smallmouth, good for largemouth too, good chatterbait and spinnerbait trailers. Who didn't mean to put that there? But we're gonna put this low A tier. Now you can Texas rig this, you can wacky rig it, you can worm hook it, whatever you like to do with it. I like throwing a wacky rig. You probably guess it's this last one, which is the stick bait or the Senko or the pig stick or whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of names for them. Hate to do it to the spinnerbait. Second best. So this is my tier list for. I just found a bunch of lures and I just put them on there. If you want a part 2 of this, just drop some requests in the comments. So top 3 chatterbait, Senko, stickbait, spinnerbait. Lowest 3 crankbait, hair jig, and a spook. So, and everything else is in between. So, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. We got a new, we got going up to Canada, I think 2 days. So, we're gonna be doing some walleye fishing and some muskie fishing. Hopefully, I can catch another muskie, and hopefully can break my PB walleye. Those are my 2 goals: catch a muskie and break my PB walleye. So, thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. Go check out my never mind. So just thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.